Good afternoon. We are here at the American College of Cardiology 2017 scientific session here at the Intermountain Medical Center Heart Institute booth. And I'm pleased to have with me today Debbie McCall, who is a patient researcher, very active on social media and very active at these conferences. Tell me what a patient researcher means.
In the olden days, patients were really only good as research subjects. We were the things they looked at. We were their little lab rats. In the last 5 to 10 years, they've realized, researchers, that to have patients involved in the very beginning, not only do we give them an idea of better questions, something beyond mitochondrial DNA, but quality of life questions that will impact us sooner. We can also help them with designing the study, making sure the whole process of the study is not too hard for us or doesn't take too much time. Plus, at the very end, now they're making sure that they're translating their results in patient language for us so that we can use it right away.
Take me through a conference that you attend. You're on Twitter a lot, you're attending a lot of sessions, and you're tweeting out a lot of information. What's your goal when you're at these conferences and you're communicating some of the information, the findings from this research?
My goal is to take the science that I hear today, the numbers, the data, the information directly from the experts, and put it right into the hands of patients today. The American College of Cardiology has actually done several studies that from the time they start with an idea to the time they publish, to the time it gets to a conference, to the time it gets down to your doctor's everyday practice, can be anywhere from 6 to 14 years. For a patient with a chronic disease like myself, that's too long. And that's why I first started to come to these conferences, is I wanted the information right now to go back to my doctor and have an informed discussion with him.
Now you have atrial fibrillation, correct?
I do.
So how did this begin for you? Is it a matter of trying to inform yourself, educate yourself about AFib? Was that how your process of attending these conferences and being really a voice for patients?
I was trained as a researcher by my mother, who is a genealogist, so I know how to go step by step. I know about citing your source, going to the original information. My very first conference was because of Melanie Truehills of StopAFib.org. She said, "Debbie, why don't you come along because you understand this, and let's just see what you and I can get out of it." I was very new to Twitter at the time. It was only 2 years ago. And I just used Twitter as a note-taking platform. But taking those pictures and then taking those slides and going, okay, now let me take this back to my Facebook forum with AFib patients, and here's data you can understand, and this is what these words mean. I found out that patients were taking those slides, which documents where I am, the day, the time, and who was speaking, and they're taking those slides and showing them to their physicians and saying, will this help me? Is this useful?
What's some of the feedback you've gotten over the years from patients to the information that you're trying to share?
It's really helpful for them because I think of it as two languages. And I can speak doctor and I can speak patient. So let me take this information, translate it into something they understand. One, they can understand the processes doctors going through to make their treatment plans for them. It's not just magical things they're pulling out of the sky. It's like, no, it goes A to B to C to D. And then if the patient understands, they can have a good conversation. And ideally, I'm bringing an informed, happier patient to the doctor's office for both of them to work together.
Yeah, that's amazing. How many conferences do you attend? I mean, we see you at ACC and we see you at AHA. Are there others that you attend and report on?
Well, this is only March. So far, I've already been to AF Symposium in January. Went to Western AF in Utah last month.
Wow.
I'll be here at ACC. I go to HRS. I'll go to AHA. There'll be EP in the West in the fall. I go to several patient conferences, and there'll be a few other AFib ones that I hit. Overall, last year I did 290 hours of cardiovascular conferences with my focus on atrial fibrillation.
Wow, that's tremendous. Well, thank you for being with us today. Thank you for your great work, for being a voice for patients at these conferences, to inform and educate them, and to ultimately make them more informed patients so that they can take a more active role in their health care. Thanks a lot for being here.
Thank you for this opportunity. Patients are here. We want to help and we want to be part of this.
Well, thank you.